Shalom, everyone. Peace for those who love peace and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. Tucker Carlson, he did it again. I mean, there is always a question nobody want to ask. Why this guy is welcomed by all our enemies? You see, Osama bin Laden, he do interview with Al Jazeera. Well, Al Jazeera, everyone knows, support Osama bin Laden when he died. Even Al Jazeera Mubashar, which is Al Jazeera Live in Arabic, they were taking the condolence of the Muslims around the world, calling Osama bin Laden hero. In fact, at that time, I reported Al Jazeera and it was shut it down in less than 48 hours. From broadcasting in USA at least. Here we see this is comeback, interviewing the president of Iran. And what is the excuse for this interview? Listen carefully.
Finished up an interview with Masoud Pezeshkian, who is the president of Iran, the 70-year-old heart surgeon who leads the country we were just at war with about a week and a half ago. We know we'll be criticized for doing this interview. Why did we do it anyway? Well, we did it because we were just at war with Iran 10 days ago and maybe again. And so our view, which has remained consistent over time, is that American citizens have the constitutional right and the God-given right to all the information they can gather about matters that affect them. If their country is doing something with their money in their name, they have a right, an absolute right, to know as much about it as they can. And that would include hearing from the people they're fighting. Mm-hmm. Now, can you believe everything you hear from the president of Iran? Probably not. But that's not the point. The point is you should be able to decide for yourself whether you believe it or not. And keep in mind that anyone who seeks to deny you that right is not your ally, but your enemy.
The fact, the whole interview is about one thing. Why we should go to war and fight Iran with Israel. The whole idea is to bash Israel. This filthy scumbag, he will not mention in the interview that Hezbollah, which is nothing but an Iranian party, killed more than 250 Marines, kidnap hundreds of Americans, slaughter even a Christian priest. He claimed to be Christian, but this filthy guy, the whole point of this interview is how to attack Israel. So you should know that we should not attack Iran. Iran don't want to hurt us. Iran, they have a problem with Israel. So why our money is spent to fight an enemy who is not our enemy? But if we go and check what this president of Iran he say, and the mullahs and the Khomeini, they say death to America before they say death to Israel. And the first enemy they attack, it was America, not Israel. The first suicide bomber in the Middle East was from Hezbollah, which means from Iran, attacking the American embassies, killing 250 soldiers, Marines, and injuring a lot more. So this filthy idiot, he claimed that he is doing this interview, so you should know, as if we don't. But if you watch the interview, you will see that this is scumbag. There's no point of this interview except to side with the enemies against Israel. Israel is his real enemy. It's not Iran. It's not Hezbollah. It's not Al-Qaeda. It's not ISIS. It is Israel. Him and the other, trashy, low ethic women can dance, or conning women. Both of them, they share one thing, is how to bash Israel. They've been invited to Qatar and to Saudi Arabia and Islamic countries, and God knows how much money they received. And since then, the agenda is very consistent. How to make Americans hate Israel, and how to make them feel and think that we have nothing to do with this war. Iran is our friend. Hamas is not an enemy. Palestinians, they love America. By the way, there's no Palestinian, in case you do not know. And Israel is the real enemy. This is a very filthy, trashy person. He is a dog with rabies. And look how he presents what he is doing. You have the right to know. And then he says, can we believe everything the president of Iran he say? Sure not. What about you? Can we believe everything you say, you scumbag? You know what? Did you ask the president of Iran what is the first scream the Iranian terrorists they shout when they took over the government? Death to America. Who is the first hostages they took? American. Where they took them? In the embassy. Why they took them? Well, isn't it this is against even international law? So you are just a stupid idiot, low-class person. How many Americans been arrested in Iran just for the excuse to free a terrorist who is held in America? Did you hear about the two men, hitmen, who've been sent to court just today for attempted murder against Trump? For sure, this is an old case, but now the charge is filed because they have enough evidence. So this filthy man, he is just trying to make you hate Israel, love the regime of Iran. Him and Candace, two faces of one corrupt coin. Satanic people. Very satanic. He attacked Ukraine, claiming Ukraine is the one who attacked Russia, but we know that's not true. I mean, this guy is always in the wrong side. Why he attacked Ukraine? Because Emirat, UAE, told him to attack Ukraine. Everybody knows how close the president of Emirat to Putin and how much they have a tied in security. And anyone will be an enemy to Russia, he will be an enemy to Emirat. This is why if you open any Emirati TV, they always have one barking is against Ukraine. Not even one news about attacking and killing civilians in Ukraine. Putin is a hero in Emirat. This is why Emirat was supporting the previous regime in Syria, because Putin was supporting that regime. So whoever Putin support, Emirat is the tool of Putin in the Middle East in exchange for security from Iran. So they receive a lot of money, and it's amazing that all those who some of you call them conservative, like some even idiot, they go so far and they claim that the pimp Andrew Tate is conservative. I mean, the guy is a pimp, yet they dare to say the word conservative. I mean, obviously he's conservative, yeah. I mean, he is concerned about your vagina and how to take your daughter to be a whore. He's very conservative. You must be a whore to consider such a man a conservative. And you must be a whore to consider Tucker Carlson a conservative. Because when this guy, he side with all our enemies, what is conservative about him? When him and that woman, they side with the one who hang Christians in the street of Iran. I can show you images, but I don't want it to be flagged by YouTube. They hang them, they use those electric cars, the one they change the light in the street with them. They use them to hang people who converted to Christianity. It's a deadly punishment in Iran. And this guy trying to present to you that Israel is the enemy. If somebody is a Jew, he became a Christian in Israel, anyone will hang him? No. If a Christian teach the Bible in the street, anyone will kill him? No. Can Christians have their freedom? Can you be an atheist in Israel? Yes. Can you be whatever you want? Yes. So when those people decide with who exactly? It is money talking. And the foolish you believe them. I worked before, the first job I did in my life, it was to correct Arabic in a newspaper. And then, because I have to correct the Arabic in the newspaper, I have to read many articles, like, we are a bunch of guys. We read, like in the old days, there is no AI and etc. And still you have to have a human to correct this. So every one of us, he will have a bunch of articles from the newspaper to correct. And then will be sent for final reading by the manager, who is going on and his assistants to approve the article to be published. And then I notice how they were bashing the president of Libya every day almost. He is a dictator, he is bad, he is filthy, he is. And then one day, I'm reading the articles in the same newspaper to correct the Arabic grammar and the spelling. I noticed that the article starts saying how amazing the Gaddafi, the president of Libya. So I asked the one who is, we call him the boss now, the editor. So I told him, how come? I mean, we were writing always articles about how bad he is. So what happened today? He said to me, whispering, we receive a big check from the Libyan embassy. So now, from now on, the Gaddafi, he have the green book. His book is the most amazing smart book to develop and to make any country from the third world strong and great again, etc., etc. So one check can change a newspaper opinion about you. And those are rats. Just give them the cheese. And they smiled in your face. Leave your comment and tell me what do you think about Tucker Carlson. Thank you very much. God bless.